A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a dramatic turn of events in Poland's presidential election, a second exit poll has revealed that conservative historian Karol Nawrocki is leading with 50.7% of the votes against Warsaw's liberal mayor, Rafal Trzaskowski, who garnered 49.3%. This result starkly contrasts the initial exit poll released earlier, which had Trzaskowski ahead with a narrow margin of 50.3% to Nawrocki's 49.7%. The official results are expected to be announced on Monday morning, as confirmed by the head of the State Electoral Commission. Following the first exit poll, Trzaskowski had confidently declared victory, stating, "We won." He humorously noted that the phrase "razor's edge" would forever resonate in Polish politics. His wife, Małgorzata, added a light-hearted remark, expressing her anxiety, saying, "I'm close to having a heart attack." Trzaskowski promised to be a president for all Poles, extending an olive branch to those who voted for his opponent. In contrast, Nawrocki urged his supporters to remain hopeful, stating, "Let's not lose hope for this night. We will win during the night. The difference is minimal." He expressed confidence in waking up to a new day with President Karol Nawrocki. The role of Poland's president is largely ceremonial, with limited influence over foreign policy and defense. However, the president holds veto power over legislation, which is significant given that Donald Tusk's pro-European Union coalition government lacks a sufficient parliamentary majority to overturn such vetoes. The current president, Andrzej Duda, a conservative, has utilized his powers to block key campaign promises made by Prime Minister Tusk, including judicial reforms and liberalizing strict abortion laws. If Trzaskowski's victory is confirmed, it could eliminate the presidential obstacles, allowing Tusk to reinforce Poland's position within the European mainstream. However, Tusk faces internal opposition from within his coalition, particularly from the Conservative People's Party regarding issues like abortion and legalizing civil partnerships. A Nawrocki victory, on the other hand, would signify a continuation of conflict between the government and the presidency, potentially revitalizing the Law and Justice, Peace Party, which lost power 18 months ago, and emboldening them for the upcoming parliamentary elections in 2027. Both candidates have expressed support for ongoing assistance to neighboring Ukraine, but Nawrocki has voiced opposition to Ukraine's accession to NATO and the EU while the conflict with Russia persists. Their approaches to the EU differ significantly. Trzaskowski, a former Europe minister, advocates for a Poland that plays a central role in European decision-making, fostering strong ties with Germany and France. As a deputy leader of Tusk's civic platform and Warsaw's mayor since 2018, Trzaskowski is seen as part of the liberal elite, appealing to voters aged 30 to 40 who are generally well-off and supportive of LGBTQ+ and migrant rights. Critics have accused him of attempting to portray himself as a patriotic candidate. During his campaign, he adopted a tougher stance on illegal migration and volunteered for basic military training. Nawrocki, at 42, champions a sovereign Poland and is resistant to ceding more power to Brussels, opposing EU climate and migration policies. He prioritizes traditional family values and was relatively unknown before being chosen as the unofficial candidate for peace. Nawrocki has presented himself as a strong candidate, often sharing images of his athletic pursuits, and has drawn parallels to President Donald Trump, even visiting Washington for a brief meeting. Despite facing allegations regarding his character and conduct during the campaign, Nawrocki maintained his support. He was accused of misrepresenting his living situation, claiming to own only one apartment, which turned out to be false. Allegations of exploiting a vulnerable senior citizen for a council flat and involvement in scandalous activities at a luxury hotel surfaced, but he dismissed them as fabrications. Nawrocki's past as a football hooligan was also highlighted, yet he reframed it as noble fights. Supporters of Nawrocki expressed skepticism towards the negative portrayals in the media, attributing them to bias against him. As the election results loom, the political landscape in Poland remains tense, with both candidates representing starkly different visions for the country's future. The outcome of this election could significantly impact Poland's domestic policies and its relationship with the European Union in the years to come. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.